I've been around gambling since I've been pretty much a young lad. I probably started off at just penny stakes, and I'm one for competition, so I always like to win if possible. You never know what's really going to be at the end of a game, so it's fun just to get involved, and then sometimes that can manifest itself into other things. From that point, I always was again up for competition, so I was always involved in any kind of sports, and that kind of, again, the nature of competing to win sort of gives you an offshoot into the realm of gambling. I have personal experience in gambling. It's been a favorite pastime and sometimes a not so favorite pastime. Depends on sort of the outcome. So I recognize that Oneonta, or New York State in general, is a hotbed for all sorts of gaming activities. We have a pretty I would say intense campaign to get involved with gaming, whether it's at the level of quick draw, which is just in a bar anytime, any day, any night, it can be played, as well as lots of just a simple sort of apparatus, whether it's the New York State lottery system for just a dollar scratch off. Everybody has this sort of hope, and I always have the hope as well, so it kind of feeds into the nature of the industry itself. Gaming for me has been something I've always tried to control. I've definitely struggled with it. I've had highs and lows with it, but it's something that I've always sort of appreciated, at the same time sort of not so really approved of. It's sort of one of those internal conflicts, and you never really know how that kind of unfolds until you get involved. For me, as I moved into the elder years, I became more independent, and that often gave me a lot more freedom and had a lot more sort of disposable income. Sometimes that went to good funding and enterprises that were sort of thought out and sort of intended to reach a different outcome, whether it was through beneficials of other, helping those in need, and then sometimes you could get into the personal quest of just sort of sacrificing your own earnings for your own sort of claim to a potential jackpot. I'm a poker player. I think of myself as a good poker player, so I often make myself available at the Turning Stone, which again is well within New York State, well centralized, and it's one of those industries that, again, you see a lot of folks up there, from my experience, that have been pretty much, I would guess probably most aren't winning, so you get the full gamut, but often you see people leaving in despair and pretty much cashing your checks.